My name is Adiwali. So today I'll be showing you how to set up Android Studio as a development environment and running our first Flutter code. So the first step is to install Git, and to do that we go to git-scm.com. Okay, so this is the Git homepage, and for Mac users, I don't know about Mac users because I'm using a Windows operating system here. So right here for Windows, this is it. You just click the download button, and then I already have it installed though. But if you don't, you click the download button and you follow through the installation processes. It's just easy. Just click next, next, next till you get to finish. You don't need to change anything. Then secondly, you need to install the Flutter SDK. And to do that, we go to flutter.dev. So this is the Flutter homepage. Scroll down and you see get started. You click it, and depending on your operating system, you get to choose. So I'm using Windows, therefore click Windows, and this is it, the Flutter SDK. So I already have it. If you don't, you just click, and then after it downloads, you unzip it. So here is my downloaded SDK. Now after I unzipped it, this is it here. So now let's go back to the page. Now it says here, extract the zip file and place the contained Flutter in the desired installation location for the Flutter SDK. For example, c/src/flutter. Do not install Flutter in a directory like c/program files slash that requires elevated privileges. Elevated privileges means that your system has to be requesting all those pop-up notifications that asks if you want so and so to be allowed to run on your system. Those are elevated privileges. So what that means, this c/src/flutter means we go to, I'm going to copy this, or you can cut it, either way it's fine by you. We go to C, then we create a folder, which is src, which I've done here, and then you simply paste it. This is it, the Flutter that you extracted. You paste it, and so here we see that our file address matches what is here. Now after installing, we go to the next phase, which is to set up, to make this, to add it to path. And to do that, search for env edit system environment variables, and then you come to environment variables, and then you see path here. You double click it, my bad, double click it, and then this is what you should see. But if you're not seeing this, it's fine. This is just simply come down here to new, and then the variable name should be path, and then variable value should be what is here. So open your Flutter, and then you go to your bin, and then you simply copy the address and then paste it here, and you're good to go. Now with all of that done, the next phase is to get Android Studio. You can use VS Code for developing your Flutter apps, but I prefer Android Studio because it's easier and has more features. So you just Google Android Studio. I already have it installed, so I don't need to download it again. But if you don't, you just come down to this site, developer.android.com, and then you click the download Android Studio button, and then just click getting next. The installation process quite easy to follow. Then after that, okay, so this is Android Studio, and then come down to configure, and then you go to plugins, and then when you get to plugins, you search for Flutter. And now I already have mine installed, but if you don't, this is it here. The first one you see under languages, and then you click install. Mine is installed already. So installing this will also install the dat plugin package. So now we go to the fun parts. So after installation, it's going to ask you to restart Android Studio. You just simply click restart and it will reopen Android Studio for you. So now you go, after when it restarts, you see this start a new Flutter project. So we click on it, then next. So you can change the app name if you want, but I'm just going to leave it at its default name. And if you notice, there's an underscore separating each word. So it's not space, it's underscore they use. So, and then if you notice, now look at the Flutter SDK part. If yours isn't showing, it's very easy. Is you either locate it from here, or you locate it from File Explorer, and then you copy the part, the address here, and then you paste it, and you're good to go. And then next, package name, com dot your name or whatever you choose dot Flutter app, then finish, and Android Studio creates the magic. And you see it's loading our project here. All right, so this is the main.dat. Oh, that is a programming language that Flutter uses, an object-oriented programming language. And here is the folder that contains everything this application needs. So here's the Android file. As you know, Flutter is a cross-platform developer package, so it can run on iOS and Android. So here we have the Android file, here we have the iOS file, and here we have the library which contains the Dart codes. Here we have the test. We have .git ignore, the metadata, the packages, and the prospect YAML. Well, YAML means YAML int markup language. Tricky, right? So now to run this application, we're going to need an Android virtual device. And to get that, you come right here, click on it, then come here, create virtual device. As you can see, I already have virtual devices here, but since you don't, click on create virtual device. Then you choose any of the phones you want. I prefer you choose the Pixel 3a XL, which is this one. It's fast, like really fast. Then you click next, and then here are the list of operating systems. So this is a big thing to consider when creating an app in Flutter. Now, for example, if you download the Android 10, it means that any Android version, the app you're creating, any Android version that is below Android 10 won't be able to run on your app. So you have to like consider the users with the kind of app you want to create. So I'm going to choose Android 9, which means every Android phone that's running Android 9 upwards will be able to use this application. So you click next, and then here you come to hardware accelerated. It speeds up the virtual device, and then you click finish. But I already have mine installed, so when you click finish, to install it, to create the virtual device, and then to come down here, to take you down here to your virtual devices. And all you just need to do is click play, and then you can see Android Studio will run the virtual device. Like I said, the Pixel 3 is really fast. Look at the load time, like swift. So let's just take a glance at the code. So here we have a function which returns void, and now that function is main, and in it does another function called run app, which has a function again in it called my app. So here is the class, which is my app, which is being run here, and then this is, in general, everything in Flutter is a widget. Like, so this is a widget, this material app is a widget, this team data is a widget, and this also, this scaffold is a widget, the app bar is a widget, the column, center widgets, text widgets, column widget, like this, every, like any widget you want. So now that our virtual device has loaded, it's time to run our app. And to do that, we click play. Wow. So you have a pop-up here which show what's happening in the background. So now this is probably the longest process here when Android Studio tries to run the grid task. By that I mean, because we are using a Windows system, for Windows can only create Flutter apps for Android, but for Mac you can create applications for both Android and iOS. So this graded task is in our Android folder, which is this here. So it's literally running everything here. As you can see, graded wrapper, the jar, and everything. So it's running everything here, which is going to be loaded here. And this takes quite a lot of time. All right. You see our app now is being loaded to the virtual device. And now we see our app has loaded. So congratulations, you've just made your first Flutter application. And it's a simple app, an app that increments whenever the button is pressed. And let's just tweak this a little. Okay, so we go through the tree. So this scaffold is like the main page of the app, this whole frame here. And now we see the app bar. This app bar is here. And now we see the text widget the title. This is it here. And then we see body, center. This widget is responsible for the fact that this here is being centralized. And then now we see column. Column is how you want your application to be orientated. So if you want your app to be arranged vertically, you use the column widget. And if you want it to be arranged horizontally, you use the row widget. So this is where the column widget comes in. And you can see this center widget is, this column widget is the child of this center widget. So it tells you that every widget can have a child, but this colon widget can have children of widgets. So we see that here as this colon widget has this text widget, and it has another text widget. This text widget shows you have pushed the button this many times, which is this here. And then it has another text widget. And then now we see this floating action button, which is this. And it gets a float action button widget. And then on pressed, it's what happens when we click on the button. And then this child here, icons.add, which is this here, icons.add. So let's tweak this a little bit. Let's try, and so let's tweak this a little bit. We're going to change this floating action button color. So to do that, come down here and then say background color, colors dot, let's make it a red accent. And then this Flutter feature called hot reload, which is this, or when you click Ctrl S, it's instantly make the changes as soon as it's saved. That's one great feature of Flutter. And then let's see if we can tweak anything we want. So let's see. Okay, checkbox code. Okay, let's do this, and then we use the shortcut Ctrl S, or we simply tap here hot reload. Okay, my bad, hot reload, and there you go. The icon changed, but still performs the same function. So thank you for joining me on this one, and I hope you've really learned a lot. And I'll be seeing you on another one. Have a nice day.